Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We outside. Sorry, I was getting a little emotional right now. I just got off the phone with my son. But anyways, so I posted a video yesterday, and I was telling you guys, right, that I was just feeling so lazy and so drained, and I didn't know why, and this, that, and the other, right, and that I was picking up on somebody's sadness, that they were sad and this, that, and the other. Hopefully the light is good. I sat like a little bit in between the sun and not, so the lighting won't be so dark. It feels like it'd be dark when I'm in the shade. But anyways, so but then I was like, I thought about it after I made my video. I thought about it and I'm like, well, right, okay. So this is what I'm trying to get at with like this whole little rant. Hold on guys, I'm still trying to, okay, there we go. That you guys might be picking up on people's energy and not identifying it as someone else's energy. You might be identifying it as your own when it's not yours. You know what I mean? Like if you say, like how I said in my video, right? Like yesterday I was like upbeat and I was like, let's go, let's start the day. I'm like ready to go. But then you're like, wait, what? How come today now I feel so blah? And it's because, again, you're picking up on other people's energy. So for maybe for some of us in the collective, right? Because I've been saying a lot lately how a lot of us are having like spiritual upgrades and we are getting spiritual gifts, or the gifts that we already have are being heightened to another level. So if they were at like, okay, thank you, Spirit, and I didn't forget my bell. Spirit is saying we're about to crank up the volume. That's literally what I heard. Crank up the volume. That's what I heard. So you probably are already putting your gifts to practice, right? You're already like, Spirit says you're already getting your feet wet. So like for example, me, right? I do a lot of oracles, and I always say here on my channel, I haven't, or like I said in yesterday's video, with the tarot deck that I was using, I said it, right? I'm not looking at what it was. I think it was the Page of Wands, and I said it. I'm not looking that it says the Page of Wands. I'm looking at the whole entire card and reading it as what my intuition is telling me, right? And so maybe right now that the volume is about to get cranked up, I'm gonna look at that tarot card. Next time I see the Page of Wands, right, I might actually get something else. Does that make sense? I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to put down. Okay, basically what you are already doing, this is for those of you that think like, okay, for example, right, if you're a reader, you're like, I wonder if like what I'm saying is true. You know, like you could be thinking like there's no way that I know this, right? And you do know it. This is, Spirit says this is second nature to you. This is something that you all know. Spirit says this is something you know all too well. Whatever it is that your gifts are, this is something that you know all too well. So in the second to last video, I think, that I did, where it says that you were that you have a life force energy, that video, I spoke about, we talked a lot about feeding your soul, talking to your soul. So I feel like right now you and your soul are connecting on another level towards where maybe you appear like mentally, like consciously, you don't know these things, right? But your soul recognizes it. So I feel like between your conscience and your soul right now, they're connecting. They're intertwined. Thank you, Spirit. They're becoming intertwined. Okay, and so now your conscience is gonna know what your soul knows, and your soul is gonna know what your conscience knows, like that. So this is almost like Spirit is giving me like an out-of-body experience, analogy, like, you know, when you experience things, an out of body experience, and then you go back in and you're like, whoa, what was that? It's like that. And you might be like, how did I just do that? How did I just do that? Oh my God, I just saw two people in a glass of water signing some documents. Oh my God, you know, you might be like, holy shit, I'm really getting somebody that's like, no way. You know what's really showing me right now? I'm looking in the scene of that movie, The Craft. If you identify with being a good witch, go check out that movie. That is a very, very good movie, first of all. It's the best, okay? That movie is awesome. If you like those type of situations, I suggest, like, you know, the witchy vibes. I always say it on my channel. I live for the witchy vibes, okay? I'm all about that. Go check out that movie, The Craft, and Practical Magic. Those are two good movies that show exactly the dark side of how rituals and magic and practicing magic and rituals can go either really good for somebody or really bad depending on the person's heart. But Spirit is showing me the good witch, because it's 4 of them, right? They're 4 friends. And out of the 4 of them, only one has actual powers. Only one. The others use their books, use candles, use this. Like the other one, it's kind of like going on Google and looking up a ritual, and that's the other 3. While this one is kind of like, why'd you go on Google? You could have just asked me. I could have told you that. Like that, right? And what happened to the other 3? The other 3 became very jealous, especially the main one. What's her name? I forgot her name in the movie. Oh my God, I forgot her name in the movie, and I've seen that movie like a bajillion times. But whatever. The main one, she loses her shit. So if you've never seen that movie, go watch it. Because also, the Good Witch actually does a love spell on the guy she likes, and that goes wrong too. And you see what happens in that movie with that guy. So this is what I'm saying, like, magic is for everyone. It just depends on the person's heart, right? So you might be doing magic right now, and the magic that you're doing is coming true. That's what I heard. It's coming true. So for example, I don't know, if you're calling in love, right? You're not doing a love spell on someone, but you're calling in your divine partner. You're calling in your divine person. And it's working. That person's coming. We've been picking up on a lot of love lately, okay? A lot of love, marriage, union, all that. We've been picking up on a lot of love. We've been picking up on a lot of spiritual awakenings, spiritual gifts, spiritual, I just heard spiritual codes. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of energy. I keep telling you guys, there's a lot of energy in the air. There's like a massive shift that is about to take place. And in this shift, these gifts, these spiritual gifts that you have are about to get cranked all the way up. All the way up. So don't be scared, collective, okay? Don't be scared, and don't doubt yourself that you have these gifts, that you have this potential, says Spirit. Hold on, let me see if let me move a little more this way, because I feel like the sun's really kind of moving now, and it's kind of like really getting in my eyeball. Hold on. And plus the grass is wet, y'all. I had to go grab my baby's little jacket. Hold on, you guys. Okay, there we go. I had a little cough. Yeah, so don't doubt yourself, okay? Because that's what these freaking evil spirits, demons, whatever you want to call them, right? Just the devil, whatever you want to call them, the dark energies, right? They don't want you to have gifts, let alone gifts that are going to be cranked all the way up, because that just means that they definitely have no more entry. They can't enter, they can't I can't make this up. So I brought my Saraswati deck. I always tell you guys that's what I call it, but it's not. It's my Hindu deck that I have, okay? And we got Lord Ganesh on the bottom of the deck, and it says wisdom, overcoming obstacles, material and spiritual wealth, peace and bliss. And wasn't I saying that in yesterday's video, right? About Spirit telling me that you're going to be in utter bliss. Like, something is going to make you so freaking happy. Like, oh my God, you know what I just heard? Woohoo! I feel like that only comes out in cartoons. Okay, but yeah, like, that's literally what I just heard. Woohoo! Okay, like, you're about to be so freaking happy that you're gonna just jump for joy, scream for joy, and not even, like, people are gonna be looking at you like, what the heck is wrong with them? And it's because you're just overjoyed, grateful, okay? In our Surya, it says consistency leads to brilliance. Consistency leads to brilliance, grit, authority, confidence, shine bright, leave no man behind. And it's a number 52, which reduces to a 7. Again, luck. And I find it interesting that all these horses on here are green. You guys, did I do my intro? I don't know if I did my intro. I don't know if I did my intro, but if I didn't do my intro, my name is Monse. Welcome to the Cosmic Creation of Fire. Okay, you already know I appreciate every single one of you. I love every single one of you, and I'm sending every single one of you love, blessings. Okay, may all these gifts get cranked all the way up for you, okay? And whatever these gifts are brings you an unbelievable amount of blessings and abundance and light into your life, okay? God is and don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And also head over to my other channel, the Time for T144. I did post a video for that channel yesterday, so y'all might want to go check that out. I have here Goddess Tripura Sundari. Youthful Empress energy, true beauty transcends the physical beauty into pain. That sounds like a healer to me. That's what that sounds like. You know what this card is giving me? This is giving me somebody, yes, I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm gorgeous. And I look, I'm a high priestess, I'm this and I'm that. But you're someone that their pain doesn't define them, and your beauty doesn't define you neither. Like, you, I feel like people sometimes try to put you in a box, right? Like, oh, it's because she's beautiful, like, or she thinks she's all that because she's pretty, or he's handsome. He thinks he's the shit because all the ladies, you know, crawl all over him and blah 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 and da da da. And the Spirit is saying people are so far off, it's not even funny. Because I feel like you're someone, you know, I hear a car, like, it sounds like they're doing donuts. And right when I say, like, you know, who people like say that you're too pretty or too handsome, and that's why they count you out. This is giving me, like, people are starting to see right now that you're not just a pretty face. you're not just a pretty face. You stand for something. Like the pain that you go through or the pain you endure in your life at whatever point in your life, it didn't break you, it made you. And people are like looking at you that way, like you didn't turn your pain. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I couldn't figure it out. You turned your pain into power, and therefore transcended in beauty. Does that make sense? So it took like stages. So let's say like you were going through something, right? And it was like the worst pain in the world. And you transmuted that whole entire pain. Why? Because you healed. You did the work. You healed yourself. So now you're healed, right? And so you immediately start to transmute that pain into something beautiful. And therefore, not only, because it said it in the card, it transmutes into the physical. So you healed inward. You did that part, right? You healed your insides, right? So when you did that, Spirit healed you as well on the inside and on the outside. And that's why people are like taking a second look at you, because people are like, wait a minute. We said Collective was too handsome to do this, and look at them over there doing it. And not only are they doing it, they look damn good doing it. Yeah, because it's literally, look, it says true beauty transcends in the physical. So that's exactly, I feel like whatever you went through, Collective, with the spiritual authority you carry and the magic that you carry and the gifts that you carry, you were able to do that. You were able to switch it all up. You were able to, thank you, Spirit, you were able to change the destination. So maybe whatever that tower was that was coming towards you, right, it was supposed to hit you. Oh my God, it was supposed to hit you like a mediator? Is that what it's called? Is that what they're, mediator? Right? I think that's what it's called. That's what I heard, mediator. I'm seeing like balls of fire come out of the sky and just right, and destroy. This is giving like Armageddon, right? When it, I don't know if you've seen that movie, but in that movie, when those bits and pieces of like, where were they supposed to go to do that bomb so it can explode and it wouldn't hit Earth, right? Something like that. But meanwhile, other cities and other countries were getting hit with Armageddon. So you would see, like, I think it was China, I think it was, in the movie, where you saw the meteor hit, right? And it was just like a ball of fire that just hit the earth, and everything just destroyed, completely destroyed. I don't know why Spirit's showing me this. Somebody really wanted that for you, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen because you transmuted it. You rerouted. Thank you, Spirit. You rerouted it. Does that make, I don't know if it sounds right. You rerouted it. It changed direction because of what you did with your magic, with your gifts. You did that. Okay, so this is like, don't question it. This is not something that you need to be questioning right now. This is something that you need to own, says Spirit. This is something that you need to own. Like, yes, I am a witchy sister of the light. Yes, I am a seer. Yes, I am a high priestess, a divine feminine, a spiritual worker of God. Yes, I am that. Oh, wow, you're weird. Yes, I am. I'm that too. Thank you. It's what it's giving. You don't give a shit. You don't care. You know, I'm looking at somebody, you know, Spirit is showing me this show that I love so much. It's adorable. It's called That's Our Raven, with Raven-Symoné. She's so, I love that show. But there's an episode in that show where Raven's best friend Chelsea, like, she's all for the planet and the earth, right? And so she has like her friend who loves the trees and the grass and, you know, all those things, right? Come and sing for her school. But Raven's making fun of her. And yeah, she's like, oh, my name is Summer, and I love the trees and the weeds and the plants are my friend. Like, you know, so she's making fun of her in that way. But the girl is like, yes, that's exactly true. Thank you. She didn't give a shit that she was getting made fun of or that people think she's weird. She had like a little crown of nothing but sunflowers. Beautiful. So cute. Very hippie. She was looking very hippie. She had like long beach wavy hair, blonde, super cute. She had her little, you know, hippie glasses. She was just looking so adorable. And yeah, she was being made fun of, right? And she didn't give a damn. And so that's what it's giving. Wow. So when I was telling you, right, that you carry magic, right, that you don't care that these people counted you out, or maybe certain people counted you out, or maybe you didn't get a job because they thought that you didn't have the qualifications or the potential to do whatever, right? This card flew out, and it's very funny because this is what I said, that if you change the direction of that tower right in the nick of time, says Spirit. Okay, so you changed the direction to that tower, and hence that's the reason. Boom, you changed that direction so that tower never came towards you, right? You probably didn't even know that tower was coming your way. And by you transmuting everything into something beautiful, into something powerful, you transmuted it into healing work. Therefore, now people are looking at you like, holy shit, that shit was supposed to hit them and it didn't. Why? And not only did it not hit them, they are looking fine and fine and fine as fuck every day that passes. And every day they look more radiant. And every day, everything that comes out of their mouth is making sense. I'm hearing profit. Every day, like, whatever's coming out of their mouth, like, it makes me think about my own life, about what am I going to be, or what am I doing to make my life better. And look at what this says. It says heroism, learning valuable lessons, admitting to mistakes, and letting go of pride. And that's literally what you did. And look at this person in the picture. The moment you did that, this is how powerful you became. Look at him. And this here, it's giving me feathers. It damn near wants to tell me like your ancestors were with you the whole time. This is almost like whatever you were afraid of taking action on, you were just like, fuck it. You took action on it even though you were still scared, but you took action on it and it paid off. And it paid off. Ooh. I just got like a little headache. We have Lord Ram. It says righteousness, valor, self-sacrifice, morality, virtuous, and compliance. I feel these are like characteristics that you carry, collective. You have morals, okay? You have values. You were willing to self-sacrifice yourself for something. That just showed, whether if it was something good or something bad, it doesn't matter, right? You were willing to do it. That alone right there, I feel like it's another form of heroism, right? Of being a hero in a sense. Of maybe standing up for what you believe in, right? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, yeah, maybe standing up for what you believe in. right? Even though you were standing alone. I'm sorry, guys, it's because the sun is really getting in my eye now, right? Maybe you were maybe, oh no, look what I did. I bent it, bro. Wow. And it's Kali says true beauty lies within and is internal. Looks can be deceiving. Ego death. So that's basically what it was. Not a coincidence, right? Nothing is a coincidence in a reading. That's basically what it was. I feel like you even know that. You know that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now you know, says Spirit, that everything that glitters ain't gold. Maybe you didn't know that as much. Or maybe you didn't have like such good discernment, right? And that's why you needed to move away, so you can have clear vision and you can start to really see things for what they are. Wow! I can't make this shit up, you guys. When I put back the card, the Kali card, I put it back and I just flipped it back like this. But I saw the card that was behind it. And it's Goddess Sati. The very first sentence in this card, it says, follow your inner compass. And I can't make this shit up, didn't I? I just said that. You were like, no, I'm not about to do that. I'm going to do this. And you did that. And that's how you ended up rerouting that tower. Because you followed your inner compass. What's your inner compass? Your intuition. Value what you have before it's gone. Undying love, non-conformist. Okay. I'm going to say it how I heard it, okay? Please don't get mad. This is how I heard it. Not just because you don't have anything doesn't mean... Hold on, how can I put this? Because I heard not because you don't have anything doesn't mean you don't have anything. Does that make sense? Right? So you might say, well, I need a car. I don't have a car. Okay, but just because you don't have a car doesn't mean that you don't have health, wealth, a home, right? Food in your belly, clothes on yourself, you know, things like that. We have to appreciate every single little thing that we have at this moment. Because we never know when we won't have it, right? Or be ungrateful. Anything else, Spirit, with this deck? We have Lord Mangal. Take action, ambition, aggression, regular experiences, Aries, Scorpio, tough love, and master. So I'm getting two things here. Either you could be an Aries or Scorpio. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be, though. But I feel like these are characteristics of an Aries or a Scorpio that's right up. Okay? It says take action, ambition, aggression, regular exercise, tough love, and master. So, but what I also get, and these are like points, like pinpoints, right? It's kind of like, okay, you redirected it, right? That's taking action. You took action. And then ambition. You took action, ambition. What's your ambition? Oh, I think I want... I've never done it, but I think I'm going to go buy paints and a blank canvas, and I'm going to paint. That's the ambition, the aggression. You went for it. And, I'm a fucking dope-ass little painter. I didn't know I had it in me. Okay? Regular exercise. This is something that needs to be exercised on a regular. On top of that, this also could be that you need to add exercise to incorporate it in your daily routine. Okay? But I feel like by something to be... Right? Obviously, you got to work something at it if you want something to happen. Right? So, like this YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to pop off, right, I have to stay consistent on here with you guys, right? Because otherwise, if I don't make a video for a month, eventually you guys are probably going to find another reader, right? Somebody that might be consistent, because you guys need these videos for like confirmations on what you already know to be true, right? And so if I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, I just really don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're never gonna make it, right? We're never gonna get nowhere. So this is like, again, we have Lord Vishnu. And I know you guys saw me shuffling, so, because the other one got lost already, and this one was at the bottom of the deck. Wow, we have Lord, these 3 cards are very beautiful to have for, we're going to switch decks right now. We have Lord Vishnu. It says, preservation, leadership, divine guidance, big picture, reincarnation, eternally blissful. You have eternal bliss coming. It's because I'm telling you, dude, somebody's gonna be woohooing all over the place. Like I said it in my yesterday's video, right? You're gonna be like pinching yourself every 5 minutes, like, okay, bitch, wake up. This ain't real. It's real, honey. It's real, and it's because you deserve it. You deserve whatever it is that is coming for you. 3131, as I said, that you deserve it, collective. You deserve it. Saraswati says, classical arts, literature, talent, practice, discipline, study, academia. Yeah, again, if you feel the need, then this is why this is preservation, leadership, divine guidance, okay? Big picture. This is why these 2 are out. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they're a couple, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Saraswati and Vishnu. Interesting. So I'm not surprised. So the last part on Vishnu's card, it says eternal bliss, right? So with these 2, what I'm getting is that whatever you are, because this says divine guidance as well, whatever you are being guided to do, collective, do it. I don't know, I keep picking up on that maybe you guys just don't believe in yourself, or maybe you think that you can't do it, or maybe you say, well, how the fuck am I supposed to start that? I ain't have no money. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? I ain't have no money. Exactly how I started this. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is guiding me again to tell you what I said yesterday about that comment that was left on my video that they couldn't hear, right? Every time I make a video for you guys, I try to make sure that I'm in a space where either I won't get interrupted or things won't happen, right? But I have kids, and I got to make sure that my kids are entertained for like a cool minute so I can make my videos for you, right? So I got to do certain things before I even hit record here. 333 as I'm saying this, now 3333. Right? So I got to make sure that everything is like cool. Oh, damn, I forgot to put on my watch. That everything is cool so I can make videos for you. But like I said in yesterday's video, that's the whole point. It doesn't matter how you get it done as long as you get it done. Okay? It does not matter. So it doesn't matter that you say, why is Spirit pulling me to like start braiding hair? Why am I supposed to braid hair? I've never braided a hair a day in my life. And all of a sudden now you learned how to braid, but now you're trying to, well, since you're like, oh shit, I learned how to do it. Okay, well, now that I can braid, let me try some cornrows. Oh, well, now that I know how to do that, let me try to add extensions to it. Now that I know how to do that, let me do, and you know what I'm saying? And like the elevation, thank you, Spirit. right? It's that elevation. It gets cranked up the volume. That's what I'm going to title this video. Crank up the volume collective, period. Okay? That's what's about to happen to you. You're about to crank up the volume in everything. You're about to crank up the volume on your creativity, in your love life, okay? With your money, with your stability, says Spirit, with your foundation, with your home, with your kids, with your family. Movements. There's a lot of movements, says Spirit. A lot of movement happening. A lot of movement happening. And you know, with no birds today, I haven't seen one bird, but I see so many bees. Bees are attracted to honey. And right now, that's literally what you are. You're like a pot of honey walking down the street on legs. That's literally how people see you. There's like, people now are starting to see like, there is no bad bone in Collective's body. There's no ill will in Collective soul. There's no ill intent on the words that the Collective speaks on. That doesn't exist. And so with this, whatever you are being guided to do, if for whatever reason, okay, if you have a friend, right, and your friend has a guitar that's been there for like a year or 2 years, they've had it for 2 years, and they've never played it, never did anything to it, and they're like, hey, you know what, here, take it. I don't want it. I've had it there. It's just been sitting there, and I don't use it. And then one day you get curious, and you pick up that guitar, and you're like, interesting. And then you really get into it, and you're like, oh my God, how am I really... This sounds pretty fucking dope. And then now you're like playing songs, right? And then you're like copying the song and going to the rhythm of the song and to the beat of that song, and bam, you know how to play the guitar, Collective. No teacher, no instructor, no classes, no YouTube video to show you, no TikTok, no shorts, no reel, no nothing. You in Spirit. Don't underestimate yourself, Collective. Don't underestimate yourself. You can do it. Divine Feminine, you can do it. Divine Masculine, you can do it. There's nothing you can't do. You're special. There's so much potential in you that is like dying to come out. I feel like that's why this shift just feels so like potent. I don't want to say heavy, because it's not a heavy energy. It just, you just feel the energy flow up and down your body, because it's great. It's great. It's loving energy, it's exciting energy, it's wish fulfillment energies in Spirit. And I have a bee right here. I have a bee right here. I'm just gonna move my feet. I'm not gonna. Okay, and then we have Goddess Parvati as well. Okay, and she's I can't make it up. I can't. Keep going. Keep going. I just heard, dust yourself off and try again, try again. And if you're first, you don't succeed. Yes, right? Because that's just how it is with anything, regardless, right? If you're building something, if you're creating something between you and Spirit, right? The first time you try it, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I did that. Okay, now let's tweak it a little bit to make it even more fucking awesome. And Spirit's like, hell yeah. So it's almost like when you start to create something, Spirit puts that fire under your ass. And then when you create it, you feel good, right? You're like, fuck yeah, I did that shit. And then Spirit's like, cool, now go off and do it on your own. Now you have the confidence, right? Now you have that boost that you needed. You know, because I'm not gonna lie, those type of situations, right, does feed the ego, but it feeds your ego in a good way. It feeds your ego to continue to move forward, to continue to not throw in the towel. fuck it, I tried it the first time, it was looking kind of funny, but I'm gonna go and try it a second time, and the second time is gonna look just right, and exactly that's what happens. Or you tried it 5 more times, and until the 5th time it was looking right. It doesn't matter how many times you try. The point is that you got back up again and tried it again and again and again and again. Because look, Goddess Parvati says perseverance, determined, endurance, not giving up, overcoming challenges. I can't make it up. I really can't, you guys. These are not just rants, okay? When I don't pull cards and I just start talking and talking, they're not rants, okay? They're not rants at all. Ugh, we have impersonator. I'm gonna use the extra deck from Intuitive Kev. See what wants to pop out before we call it, because we're already at 40. I don't even know what time it is. Ooh, the Collective. Look at that. The Collective. Taurus and technology. Patient, reliable. The characteristics of a Taurus: patient, reliable, warm-hearted and loving, persistent and determined, placed and secured, loving. Wait, what? Oh, and security and loving. Jealous and possessive, resentful and inflexible. That's, I'm assuming, reversed, right? Internet, I don't know. You can be a Taurus. Somebody here could be a Taurus. I don't know. Or maybe Collective, are you meant to be doing something online? Maybe, okay, if you're not a Taurus, right? Maybe Spirit is gonna send somebody to you that is a Taurus, that is gonna help you. Because it says technology, it says electric, internet, computers. Maybe you're already maybe you're already doing something, right? And I don't know, maybe Spirit's gonna send somebody towards you to make this happen for you, or to help you in it. Okay. Yeah, if you're not a Taurus, that's another thing I was getting, that you could be, that whoever might be coming your way with to help you with that. Or maybe it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do something on the internet, right? But maybe you do something that is gonna go viral and it's gonna be all over the place. Like, people are gonna see it everywhere, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, on fucking Snapchat, on, I don't fucking know. You know, on every single platform. Twitter, I don't know if Twitter still exists, but whatever. Twitter. What's another one? I don't know what's another one. Mind games, manipulation, trickery, confusion. What's that about? Wait, no, too many. Wow, look at this. I'm not even I'm loving these chords right now. Look at this. These are the two that I saw. And didn't I just say, if you identify yourself as a witchy sister? And look, we have creativity, idea, imagination. Maybe you are doing some type of rituals or some type of spell works, right? Maybe that's something that, like, really, you're like, but I don't know. And I don't want to go look for it on Google to how to freaking heal a wound or something. You know, you don't know. You're like, I don't want to do that. So what do? You go into meditation, you go within. And you just start. Maybe you lit a candle last night. Because with that, you see how she has that paintbrush? And didn't I say somebody here could be a painter? I'm not, you guys, who is not fucking tapped in? Tap the fuck in if you're tapped in here with me, okay? Look at that. So not only can you paint, you do magic as well. Friend, ally, confidant, okay? People know that this is what you are, who you are. People know that you are a good ally to have on their team. People know that you're a good friend. People know that they can come and tell you a secret, and your ass is taking that to the grave, honey. If somebody comes up to you and tells you, I don't know why, but I want to tell you my deepest, darkest secret. So my deepest, darkest secret is that I'm boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And they're like, but don't say nothing. Oh, shit. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I had a phone call. I had to answer that because Cancer, emotional, loving, intuitive, and imaginative, shrewd and cautious, protective and sympathetic. Reverse, we have changeable in mood, overly emotional and touchy, clingy and unable to let go. You can be a Cancer. Somebody coming your way could be a Cancer. We have self-doubt, envy, and insecurity, but it was in reverse, darling. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. No, collective, you cannot be insecure, have self-doubt, or anything, regardless of who likes what you're doing or not. Regardless of who says, oh my God, you're a tree hugger. Yep, I'll be that. Okay, just, people are ignorant, dude. I don't know why people think it's cool to bully other people or to like make fun of other people. I don't know who told those people that that's like awesome to do. I don't like it when he comes out. Cool guy, main male, attractive, authoritative. Why we got this cool guy out here, Spirit? Huh? What he want? It better be something good, because otherwise we don't want him. Or her, whatever it is. Work, job, business. Oh, lover. You know what I'm getting? I said it, right? I can't be, you guys, when I tell you I don't make this shit up, I don't fucking make it up, bro. Like, hell the fuck no. Check this out. Didn't I tell you that when Taurus and technology came out, I told you, right, that somebody could be coming your way, that they're a Taurus and they could be helping you with something in technology or something. And now we have cool guy, lover, and work or job. So I'm getting two things. One, you could already work with this person that I feel like you're the one that's attracted to this person. No, the attraction is mutual. Oh my God, I'm getting so much. Okay, so you could be at work, right, and somebody there is really feeling you and they're about to come and tell you. One. Two, this person that you could be starting like a business with might just start off just as that, as a business relationship, and then it turns into something more. Or you're going to be, because this is the one that I have been picking up, that you are going to be in a relationship and you guys are going to build a business. You guys are going to build something together that's going to be very lucrative. I just heard that word, lucrative. Yeah, because we have cool guy, lover, work, business. So this is giving me somebody that they are... Okay, yeah, so this is somebody, whoever's coming your way, this is somebody, right, that when it's time to hang out and be cool and let's go to the beach, because this is what this is giving me. This is giving me beachy vibes. So it's like, let's go to the beach and let's do this and da-da-da-da-da, right? And they're this lover, right? And this lovers, they have both. They carry both. All right, let's take out the family. Let's go to the beach. Let's make some carne and some sandwiches and hot dogs and burgers and whatnot and have a good old time. Oh, it's time for business? All right, what we got going on? What needs to be taken care of today? It's like he turns this off and then he immediately is in boss energy. And then the boss gets put on the hanger and then it's fun time. Either way, this is their energy. I think that's adorable. This is cute. Okay, this is really cute. I love that. Guarded, secure, safe is on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, maybe this person's gonna be like that about you, right? They're gonna be like, no, yes, you can look, but don't touch. I'm getting like, don't touch the merchandise. Don't look at the merchandise. Like, you can see, but you cannot touch. It's like a break, you break it, you buy it type shit. Oh my God. The collective again. Ooh. Oh no, sorry, it was gift. Ooh, child. But gift came out with poison and toxic and harmful. Be careful this time of who, if somebody that you know, Spirit says you know who this is. If somebody from your past says, oh, I know that you don't want anything to do with me because I put 10 swords on your back. You hear that car? It's confirmation. Okay? This person, they don't like you. Collective. I'm sorry, but they just don't. You hear that? Look it. There it goes. They don't like you, collective. They're annoyed by you, says Spirit. I'm so sorry. But Spirit says you know who they are. This person wants to give you something. Like, oh, I know I did, I put 10 swords on your back. But I'm here with this gift to tell you I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to put 10 swords on your back. It was only supposed to be one, but then I got carried away. Like some bullshit, right? But this gift is worth whatever the gift is. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you eat. It could be a teddy bear and flowers, and that teddy bear is worked, right? It could be a favorite drink of yours that you like, right? And that they know that you like, but it's very hard to get, and they chose to go above and beyond to that drink because they know that it's hard to get and that you are going to drink that fucking drink because it's hard to get. It's giving that. It's giving like this, whatever gift this is. It's, look at what's on the bottom of the deck. I can't make this shit up, dude. Look, I was just gonna say that we have attachment, toxic cords, negative, karmic energy, bad habits. This is what is attached to that damn gift. Don't accept a motherfucking thing. I mean, hey, you have free will, okay? You do what you will, please. But this shit ain't looking right. This is not looking right. Okay? So you already know, like I've been talking. Look, I can't make it up. I was just about to say, you already know what you need to do to win, collective. You already know you are, thank you, Spirit, you are in your winning season, and the victory is yours, my love. The victory is yours. You have success. You are winning. Don't accept nothing. I feel, you know what I'm getting? Spirit says you accept that gift, you don't make it across the finish line. Ooh. I immediately got sad in my heart space. When I said that, I immediately got sad. Don't accept anything, collective. You are, right now, you are on a very beautiful journey, okay? And what I remember, Spirit's guiding me to say this. I saw this video of a girl here on YouTube, right? I can't remember her name because I haven't seen, Liz the Wiz. I think that was her name, Liz the Wiz. I think that's her name here on YouTube. And she talked about that, how when she got her spiritual awakening and she got her gifts, right? She started putting them to use and everything. And she said, God blessed me. And then he took everything away. And then he blessed me again. And I wondered. And my first thought was like, why would God take it away? Right? God wouldn't give us something and then take it away from us. This is what envious people do, like the people here in the 3D, right? God wouldn't do that to us. I feel like the only way God would do something like that is if we were disobedient. So we are going to be punished for our own actions. I'm not saying that's what happened to her, right? I'm not saying that's what happened to her, and I'm not saying that's what she did. She didn't really tell her story, so I don't know what she did. or why she got her, things taken away from her by spirit. But the only logical thing that I can think of why that happened to her is because she was disobedient. That's it. And I know it's hard sometimes to stay obedient. It's really hard sometimes to stay obedient. Okay? And I do know that because temptation is a son of a bitch. And you would think, right? Oh, we're adults. We can't get tempted. Yeah, we can. Temptation comes in very different shapes, forms, sizes, things, people. Okay? It comes in very different ways. Okay? So yeah, you will not have the victory, collective. Okay? But you know what I'm getting? Oof. Again, the shift. So the shift is happening, right? I feel like because this shift is happening, that's why old boyfriends, old girlfriends, old lovers, old whatever, old bosses, old friends want to pop back up and say, what are you doing? Oh my God, I haven't talked to you in like 5 years. Let's go out, let's hang out, let's go have a cup of coffee. And that cup of coffee has some bullshit in it. Don't think that because you haven't spoken to somebody in 5 years that they're different. No, they're not. Don't accept absolutely nothing until you yourself feel it. And you are going to feel it, collective. This is not like this is the problem. These people come back in the same energy, right? Thinking that it's going to work because you're in the same energy, and you're not. And that's what they failed to realize, that you had already surpassed them. They've been left behind, says Spirit. They've been left behind. They've been left behind. Okay? So make sure you're making wise choices for yourself. Okay? If you have any doubts about the decisions that you need to be making, guard it again. Maybe that's what you need to be guarded of, about these people coming in with a gift. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Again. Wow, I was about to shuffle, and I forgot that 2 cards flipped over. But look it, we got it again. You want this victory. I know you want it, collective. You want this victory. You deserve this victory. Okay? Make sure you're staying obedient. What's that? If you stay aligned, you ain't got to get aligned. Okay? Someone's doing spell work, right? Or maybe not even spell work. Maybe they're just saying the words into the air so they can hit, right? I hope collective gets her face full of pimples. And then the person that is supposed to go to them thinks that they're ugly and they don't want to love them no more. And then that way, collective will be ugly and sad. See, this is what people fail to understand. That when Spirit puts 2 divine beings together, those beings that Spirit is putting together see each other's soul, see each other's spirit, see each other's character. The outside, right? The outside, what you look like on the outside, that's like, oh yeah, they're so beautiful. They're so handsome. Right? It's kind of like, what's collective? Oh my God, collective. Well, collective, she's smart. He's intelligent. He's very hardworking. She's never still. She's always doing something. She's either going up to pick up her kids, going to the supermarket to make dinner, and then on top of that, she goes and leaves to the park for like about 2 hours. She meditates. She goes for hikes. Okay? She works out. She works also. She has a day job, and she has a successful YouTube channel, a successful podcast, a successful candle shop. Right? And collective, not only, right, are they intelligent, they carry so much wisdom within them. You can learn a lot from the collective because they're very intelligent. They carry a lot of knowledge and wisdom. Oh, and they're beautiful. And they're handsome. 444 as I'm saying that. And they're divinely protected. I'm seeing whoever you're about to be in this connection with, this person or this person will not shut up about you. They won't. And even if you did look like this, they don't see that. This person doesn't see that. They see your soul. They see your spirit. They see you, collective. Oh my God. And this is, again, yeah, see, excess. Someone's overly doing these damn spells, I feel, or these, maybe they're like saying it over and over and over again. Collective can get hella pimples and get hella fat and this, that, so this person doesn't like them. Maybe your divine person, right, is letting go of their karmic person. Or maybe they already did, right? And you don't even know who the hell this is. But maybe they know about you. Like I said, because this person doesn't shut up about you. Look at this. Gains, increase, level up. Because this is how this person sees you. You look radiant. You look stunning. Spirit says you look like $1 million. And I just heard, I wish I had $1 million. You will have $1 million, honey. You will have $1 million. You will. The thing is this, though, that you don't look like you, I don't know how to say it, like, you already look like you have $1 million. You may not physically have the $1 million yet, right? But you are looking like you do. This is how people see you right now, collective, regardless if you're a guy or a girl. This is how people see you. Oh my God. I heard you out here stunning on motherfuckers. Intuition, insight, fortune telling, divination. What you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You doing cards? You're doing readings with candle? Crystal ball? A crystal glass? I don't know. Energy? Reiki? You know what I'm getting right now? Spirit is showing me, I'm picking up on a lot of shows and a lot of shit, and it's because I'm telling you, I watch a lot of stuff, y'all. But I've told you guys about this show on Peacock. It's called, oh my God, Found. It's called Found. Check it out, you guys. Awesome fucking show. But it's a show about, like, the people that are part of the, so their job is to look for kidnapped kids in particular, okay? And there's, let me see, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 5 members, and every single one of them has had something happen to them. Like, 2 of the girls were kidnapped together since they were like in middle school, and they were able to escape. The other one, her son, so this is the one that Spirit is guiding me to tell you guys about. Because with intuition, I feel like somebody's intuition is very detailed, just like this lady in that show. So that's what she has. She has her intuition, okay? And she focuses on her intuition. She says that when her son died, when her son got kidnapped, she thought that was it. She's like, I was just gonna, I try to, you know, take myself out a couple of times, and it didn't work. And maybe because she had to be there to do something, right? And it was that. That's what she had a purpose. That's why every time she tried to off herself, it didn't work, because she had a purpose. Okay? And people say, oh, you're intuitive. Yeah, okay. But this lady on the show is so freaking intuitive that she's like solving crimes. All right? She's like, when they come in, when like people come in and say, oh, my neighbor's kid got kidnapped yesterday and I don't know why. Okay, so when they start questioning them, right, she's quiet and she's focused on that person. How did they move their hands? How are they moving their face? Why are they breathing? Like, if their breath lowers down, or if they get intense, or if they start to jitter, she notices every single detail. And so right after the interview and they leave, the girl's like, what'd you see? And she's like, all right, boom, 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 boom. So somebody here in the collective has an intuition that nobody can fuck with, says Spirit. Unfuckable. Fuckwithable. Like nobody's fucking with you. Nobody's fucking with you. And again, Spirit, oh my God. Okay, whoever I'm talking to, okay, that knows, because you know, because I feel like you already, your intuition already kind of spooked you, okay, just how on point it is. So I'm talking to you, whoever you are. Go see that show, and go see that other show that I mentioned. It's called Atlantis, okay, and they're both on Peacock. It's free. Go watch it, okay? Go watch it. Watch both of those shows. And in both of those shows, there are two people in that show. In Found, it's the lady that has the intuition. And Atlantis, it's a gentleman that has the intuition. And nobody listens to him. And this is what I'm getting. Nobody listens to you. And you keep, I feel like somebody says here all the time, like, oh, this is why you should have listened to me. Didn't I tell you that shit? And look at the shit you're in now. You best be listening to me, is what it's giving, okay? We have optimism, hope, wish, promise, and then fear. What? Optimism, hope, wish, promise, and then we have fear. Okay, this is giving me past energy, present energy. Your past energy, your present energy. So maybe before, right, when things didn't happen, you were scared of what was next. You were scared of how things were going to come out because, you know, things didn't plan out the way that you thought they would. And then now, it's almost like, okay, for example, right, if you were going to start a semester in school, and for whatever reason, you just can't start that semester. Before, you would be like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to go to school. What am I going to do? Blah, 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 this and that. Right? And then now it's like, oh, well, yeah, I know you were going to start the new semester in school, but you can't. Why not? Oh, well, you had to do this, and that. Okay, you went ahead and did it, and now you're just hopeful to start school. So this is giving me somebody now that is calm. Grounded. Thank you, Spirit. Grounded. Things are not freaking you out no more. You're not like, holy shit, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? I can't do that. I can't do this. No way. Because, you know, like you would freak out. And okay, thank you, Spirit. You would psych yourself out. You would psych yourself out is what Spirit is saying. And so not even knowing that by you being in that fear, you were pretty much just closing the doorway for that opportunity for school to come in. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? Because I don't even know. I feel like I have to join my videos to get my clips together. And I don't even know how many clips I have. I think I have like 3. Alright. Anything else, Spirit? No? Woo. Interference, intrude, hinder, block. Right, this is giving that person that's like, you can't go with collective, she's ugly. You can't go with collective, he won't treat you the way I treat you. Well, duh, that's the reason why I'm going towards them. Because they're not going to treat me the way you did. They're going to treat me so much better. Thank you. I feel like, collective, you are handling things with such grace and beauty. I love it. I love it. I love it. Somebody here is like handling, I feel like somebody here is handling anything, any crisis that may happen, or like a little setback that may happen, or a little bump on the road that may happen, says Spirit. Like, you're handling it all with Capricorn. You can be a Capricorn. Your person can be a Capricorn, okay? I feel like somebody is yeah, it's just handling things with such grace and beauty. Just very, whee, whee, whee. Again, cool guy, bro. This was the cool guy, the good guy. It says cool guy, main male, attractive, authoritative, and then it says destiny, fate, future, karma. It doesn't matter, collective. Ugly spells don't work. Negative words, they don't work. I'm gonna end it with this. You guys. Wait. Oh, hold up. I love it when spirit co-signs me before I even say it. This is whatever spell work, if she's doing spell work or if he's doing spell work or just being evil with words, right? It doesn't matter. I said it doesn't matter. It's not gonna work. It's not working. This person has already left them. They're just bitter and hurt that they've been left. Okay, and obviously they don't want to be left, but it doesn't matter because that person's soul is calling your soul, and it's game over. Says spirit, this is done, we're done here. So this person's like, okay, well, we're done now, thank you very much for everything. I will be moving towards my collective, and that's that. Ahí te ves. Okay. Oh my God, I can look. Maybe this person wanted to have your person like this, like confused, like them not knowing where they wanted to go or what they wanted to do, right? If they wanted to be with you or not, if they were gonna come towards you or not, or if this was even worth, I feel like this person was doing things to the person that's coming in your direction to like kind of get them. We got a Scorpio. Determined and forceful, emotional and intuitive, powerful and passionate, exciting and magnetic. Interesting. Ooh, reverse. Jealous and resentful, compulsive and obsessive. Oof, child. Ooh, snapped, unhinged, instability, crazy. You could be a Scorpio. This person could be a Scorpio. The person that is being let go could be a Scorpio. Whoa. That person's on demon time. Alright, anything else, spirit? Woo! Pretentious, superficial, braggart. Ooh, intent to hurt or harm, and runner, avoidance, escape. Yeah, your person, whoever's coming towards you, their past person is losing their fucking mind. They're willing to do anything and everything to get this person back, and it's not gonna work. And I just feel that they better not even, to each their own, right? However the fuck they want to do it, but nobody can force anybody, and spells only work for so long. Okay, and spirit is guiding me back to that movie again that I didn't even tell you. So The Craft, right? Spirit was showing me that scene where she's the white witch is in class and she puts her pencil, right, and it's the pencil's like this, and she's like so focused, she's tuned out everything, and she's focused on that pencil, and that pencil is like going round, it's spinning. And the other witch, one of the dark witches, is watching her. How she's doing that. And she's like, oh my God, that's the one. That's so, because they needed somebody else to call the corners, right? And she's like, that's the one. She's the one. We need her. But the main dark witch, she didn't like her to begin with. She wasn't fucking with her to begin with because she knew. She knew that she carried magic, that she didn't need no spell book. She was the creator of the fucking spell book. That she didn't need to look up what the herbs were for. She has them growing in her backyard. She didn't need to figure out what candle was for what and this and that. She already knows. She grabs the candle and she knows. She feels the energy of the color of that candle and she says, okay, this candle's for that, and that's what it's for. See, and this is the difference between you and this other person. I feel this person hates you because they feel like everything that comes to you just comes easy, that you didn't have to work for none of it, that everything was just handed to you, that spirit was just like, oh yeah, here you go, you get all this and all that for doing absolutely nothing. And it doesn't work that way. And I don't know why they think that. They think that you get everything like pretty much just handed over to you, okay? And it's not like that. And so if you resonate with this video, I suggest go ahead and watch that movie The Craft, and you're gonna see. And these type of things are gonna continue to happen, collective, okay? People are, especially when it comes to females versus a female, because in general females are always jealous of another female. Why? I don't know. I know when you're on the spiritual journey, right, we don't think like that. As a divine feminine, I'm not gonna hate on, I would never hate on another female. I'm a girl's girl. I've said that in so many of my videos, that I am proud of my divine feminines for being in your divine feminine energy. And that doesn't mean, you know, that shit was easy for you. Just because you're looking like $1,000, $1 million out here in these streets right now, that doesn't mean that you got there overnight. No, bitch. That took a lot of pain and a lot of sacrifice and a lot of struggle and a lot of prayer and healing. And the reason why you think that it was easy is because you're not willing to do the work. So you fail to realize that I had to do the work to get everything I'm getting, to receive these blessings from God. God's not giving them to me for doing evil. This is what people don't get, okay? And this is something that is going to continue to happen. Why? Because like that saying goes, right? New levels, new devils. So there's always going to be a hating ass bitch. And as long as you stay on your path, and as long as you stay grounded in prayer and in meditation, and continue to heal and protect your energy, collective, you ain't got nothing to worry about. This person coming in your life right now, fated. Nobody can change that. That means that that is the plan that God has for you. That is written in your life plan. That is the life that God wrote out for you. Nobody can take that. If God says that you are going to have generational wealth, that's exactly what's about to happen. If God says you're going to create a business that is going to be a multi-billion-dollar company, that's what it's going to be. And these bitches, instead of saying, damn, bro, we put collective through the ringer and look at them over there, that's good shit. No, they're going to be like, fuck, we put collective through the ringer for what? So they can be successful, and then they're going to get even more angry. And they're going to be even more resentful, more hate, more of what they're already doing. Oh my God, Spirit says they're going to start to get sloppy. But you hear that? That was confirmation. I don't know if you guys heard that baby being hella angry and screaming. Confirmation. You hear that? Confirmation. So I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I love you guys so much. Make sure you hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, I put in the description box and all my videos in my description box, I put the link to my other channel if you guys want to head over there. Okay, love you guys. Bye.